Hello, my name is Mitchell Parrish, and I am a Doctor of Physical Therapy student at Regis University. My poster today is on examining the differences in recruitment patterns for eccentric, concentric, and isometric contractions. The purpose of this study was to examine the difference between these three types of contractions and examine the different recruitment patterns that occur during these contractions. We hypothesized that the largest percent MVC values should be for concentric contractions, followed closely by eccentric and lastly isometric. The percent MVC values for extensors should be larger than the values for flexion. That was our second hypothesis. The subjects for the study were recruited from our class, and they consisted of 5 female and 3 male participants. The exclusion criteria for the subjects were that they should not have a current injury in the upper extremity and they must not be sick. The methods for the study included placing the electrodes on the wrist flexors and extensors, having the participants sit with their arm in a relaxed shoulder position at 90 degrees. Then we recorded the maximum voluntary contraction for flexion and extension by resisting manual resistance over a period of 3 seconds. Using that baseline, we then recorded an EMG for the following positions: isometric wrist flexors and extensors, concentric wrist flexors and extensors, and eccentric wrist flexors and extensors. We also calculated the mean and standard deviation for all the values for the 6 different tests. For the results, we got that the extensors had a higher percentage MVC for all the contraction types, and the concentric contraction had a higher percent MVC for all 3 as well. This means that we failed to reject our hypotheses that the extensors would have the largest values and that the concentric contraction would have the largest percent MVC. The results suggest that extensors are inherently stronger than flexors since they have a larger percent MVC. However, we should take these results with a grain of salt because we do have a very large standard deviation for our results, which shows a lot of error also. For clinical relevance, it should be noted that extensors do need less training than flexors to have the same percent of maximum voluntary contraction. Thank you for viewing my presentation and have a nice day.